Hey everybody, welcome back to Unaccompanied Millennials. We're your hosts, Morgan
and Alanah.
All right, so I'm super excited for this episode, guys. We're talking about horoscopes, and that's something I'm obviously obsessed with because I can't go one episode without mentioning that I'm a Leo naturally. So, but first, Alanah, I need to talk to you about Too Hot to Handle.
Where are we starting here?
I just finished it.
Okay. Oh, you finished it. Okay.
Yeah, I just finished it. So when Haley and Jesus both left, I think that was the best move.
I know. I felt so bad for Jesus. He almost had no shot with any of the girls. The ones that were in the house were nice to him, but that new girl was mean to him, and I feel like he left because he thought that he had no reason to be there anymore, and that's just so sad.
Yeah, that is really sad. I felt, well, naturally I was super excited when Haley got kicked out because she made no progress. And then when Jesus left, it was sad because he did try with Maddie, with the new girl.
He did try. He did.
But she just gave her nothing, or gave him nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they planned?
Haley deserved to leave.
Oh, they did. But do you think they planned for people to leave and take themselves out of the house and stuff? Or do you think that was like oh shit, this is happening?
I think the point of it was that if someone didn't grow or acted out, they would kick them out for added drama and for the fact of the whole point of people winning money at the end for doing well.
Yeah, so that's right.
So. I think they like the fact of eliminating people and it being a shock.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe, I don't know, but maybe I think so.
I thought it was so funny when the boat came with the extra 3 people.
I know. Rhonda, it was so dramatic.
Yes, Rhonda and Frankie looked so nervous.
I know, because they both had guys, right?
Yeah, but then they see 2 other women and they're like, fuck this.
I know, but they weren't threats.
No.
Like Lydia was pretty and stuff. It'd been nice, but she went right for David. And then that other girl was just, I didn't think she was, I think her personality just made me hate her.
Yeah, that's right. And Lydia, I didn't like her at first because of her personality, but she quickly changed. And after her first workshop, I loved her.
Yeah, I think they did that for that video of them on the boat. Like they wanted to make it super dramatic and they're like, we're here to fuck. But I don't think Lydia necessarily was.
No, I don't think so either.
She's like, we don't care about the rules. All of them. They're all saying that.
Yeah, exactly. 20 grand for sex. Do you think that's worth it? Like, do you think Harry and Frankie should have done it and risk that money?
Harry is so beautiful. Like a lot of the guys are. Like imagine standing there and you're single and it's like been weeks and it's in the heat and you're having fun and you're on vacation on the show and they're in front of you and you're told you can't have sex with them. Like that'd be hard.
Yeah, I get
that would be hard. And I get that $20,000 is a lot of money, but it's not like you're losing it like you never had it.
I know.
So I get it. Like I wouldn't do it because of everyone else and because I wouldn't want to not get the money, but at the same time it'd be hard, I think.
Yeah, like if they gave a menu at the beginning saying like this is the amount of money that you lose for doing certain things, I don't know if people would have pushed the button because they had no idea when they had sex how much it was going to cost.
No, but people knew how much a kiss was and stuff, and they kept doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they thought $3,000 was nothing.
I felt so bad for Chloe. She just kept on going around spending money on kisses just to figure out if there was a spark.
Who did she kiss besides Bryce?
She kissed Bryce, and what's his face?
Corey. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I know because Nicole was like sitting there and she's like, I'm not mad at her, but she better figure this out.
Yeah, that's exactly. But when Frankie went on that date with Corey,
stop.
Oh my god, I can't believe I felt so bad for Harry.
His face when she walked away, and she didn't even like look back, like look sad about it. She kind of smirked.
I think that's her thing. Like
she loves being
all of the attention and just knowing that 2 guys are fighting over her and like I don't know her personally. I'm just judging.
They're still together though. Harry and Francesca.
Really?
Yeah, they're on each other's Instagrams.
Did Harry move to Vancouver?
No, apparently the quarantines kept them in different places. Apparently he's in LA and she's in Vancouver.
LA. I thought he was from the UK.
Yeah, but I think he's from Australia. He's Australian.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like completely different accents.
Right. Okay.
I know sometimes it was hard for me to tell before too, until I spent years living with the English
With a couple English people, yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
he's in LA, I'm assuming, for work. I'm assuming he's like
model or
trying to get
something.
acting or modeling jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not getting much in the quarantine, but that's okay. He can do what he wants. I was so glad to see Chloe stand up for herself after Frankie went on a date with Corey, because her and Corey were kind of like getting along, and then I really respected the way she talked to Frankie. It wasn't yelling and screaming and swearing. It was a basic conversation filled with facts, like, this is what you did, this is how it made me feel, and don't talk to me. And Frankie, at first I figured she took it good, but then she was just being a coward, and then the next day she was being a bitch and just snarky and not even telling Chloe to her face that she was upset.
Yeah, I know. I liked it because Chloe actually went up to her and said exactly how she felt to her face. Like there was nothing behind the back about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I really respected Chloe, and then when she went and talked to Corey about it too and kind of shut him down.
Yeah, and she let him know. She was like, buddy.
I love that.
And she did that the whole time. She told Bryce exactly how she felt. She told David exactly how she felt. Like, she never led people on.
I know that was. I hope she can look back on that and just be so proud of herself. You know what I mean?
Because that's a very, very powerful thing to do. People might say, "Oh, well, yeah, I could do that too," but you don't actually do it in the situation. You might eventually do it, but like right out from the get-go.
Yeah, exactly.
She let them know, "Sorry, you're a really nice guy, and I want to continue a friendship, but it's just the sparks aren't there."
I love that, and that's why I respected her the whole way through.
No, I loved Chloe. And she was like ditzy and funny.
Yeah, she was. And
yeah.
I don't know, I just loved watching them grow with each of their workshops that they did. And I loved the last workshop where they all had to write their words that people had called them.
Oh, all over their bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've kind of felt bad because Bryce's main word was ugly. And I had called him ugly prior.
Like in your head?
Knowing this. Well, just because I didn't think he belonged there. I didn't think he was
Morgan.
the caliber of good looking that everybody else was. And I kind of...
He wasn't bad looking. Like,
no, but he wasn't up to the caliber with Corey and Harry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't find Sharon that attractive.
Sharon.
I know, I keep calling...
Fuck, you keep on calling him Sharon.
Sharon, sorry. Because it's spelled Sharon.
I know.
For me, yes. I know he's not Sharon, but some guys have girl names and girls have guy names, so I just keep saying Sharon.
Oh my god! But I just thought that last workshop was really awesome and very inspiring. So I felt really bad for a lot of the people, but
no, because some of them were like hitting me hard because I was like, oh, that's what I would have put on me too.
Yeah.
Crazy. That some people from across the world could be thought of as the same way, or they could think that they're the same because people called them that.
Yeah, people are just as affected by words no matter where they are in the world. But I also loved the end when she decided to give the money to the specific people that she did.
I know. When I knew she was going to give it to Corey and Maddie.
I was so glad when she's like, you guys are being, like, I knew, like, bye Corey, bye Maddie, you both are stupid. Like, you know, this was for growth and stuff.
I didn't like the way Maddie looked at Jesus when he was trying to talk to her.
Me neither.
She was making really rude, like, eye rolls, and he was just talking to her. Like,
yeah. I
it wasn't anything crazy. It was just, you could tell she wasn't down with it.
Yeah, he was trying to make a connection, and then
but then just be nice about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a fan.
I felt really bad that Jesus left, but
what was his real name?
Matthew.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
But I loved at the end how it was all about self-love and like self-growth. And that's why the people at the end that won did win, because they did evolve and grow
Yeah, they
as
did. Like
people.
Sharon.
Sharon.
Sure. Oh fuck! If I do that one more time.
Lydia, I thought Lydia grew a lot too.
Lydia, they all grew. They all grew
They
besides the people that
did.
were that left. Besides
Oh,
Jesus. Jesus was
right.
fine.
Yes. If one person could win, just one person, who do you think would have deserved to win?
I can't choose.
What about a couple?
No. No. They grew in their absolute own ways.
That's true.
They did. Like Chloe learned how to accept the fact that she wasn't able to click with anyone, and she was nice and humble the whole time, and she learned respect for herself and a bunch of stuff in the workshops. Lydia, the same thing. She grew.
As a
David
person.
was able to he really liked Rhonda, and he was able to put that aside and let Sharon go for her, and actually go up and tell him, you need to fight for her, then go. Like, I'll back away, even though he really liked her.
Right. Yeah.
And then Sharon finally got the like balls and the courage to open up and like just break down his walls. Like, they all grew.
They did. I don't really know if Harry and Frankie grew.
They did, just in not the same way.
Yeah.
They went in there, like Harry kind of in there, like they said, like a puppy dog kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and was just there. Like, he didn't really care about the rules right away. He was trying to like make out with her and everything. And by the end, like, they could have done something in that room again. And you knew they wanted to really badly, because at the beginning they were showing those funny videos of them like chasing each other.
I know, yeah, exactly.
You could tell it's probably really hard, but they didn't, for the greater good of everyone else.
Yeah, I guess Harry and Francesca did have some growth, but I don't think they deserved to get the same amount of money that everybody else did.
Like, the fact that Francesca was able to push Haley away as a friend kind of by the end of it, because she wasn't really hanging out with her anymore. I think that shows that she grew, because she was like, bye, Haley. Because I know she cried when Haley left a little bit. But if you notice that last episode when Haley was there, she was going around by herself telling everyone how much she hates everyone.
Yeah.
And she wasn't hanging out with Francesca at all. Francesca was with everyone else.
Yeah, she was with Harry, right?
So that might have been like the thing that maybe like Francesca stopped hanging out with her.
Yeah, maybe something happened.
That probably was the driving. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it was when
driving force.
Haley was like, let's just pretend we're in love?
Yeah. Francesca was like, what the fuck? You mean you're in love with me?
Yeah. God, I'm glad.
Which is fine. Like,
exactly. Like,
at the
I have
same
nothing
time,
wrong with that. Just like state your intentions.
Like, she was being mischievous.
Yeah.
Very weird about it.
I was when I was finishing watching this, I was at work, so I have lots of time in my one job to watch Netflix, and I got curious about their horoscope signs, so I looked up everybody's signs, and
all of them individually.
Yes.
Wow.
I took some detective work, but I still couldn't find Bryce's, Nicole's, or Madison's. I don't really care about Madison's, but I would have liked to know what Nicole was. Mm-hmm. And Bryce, I'm like neutral. I didn't care either way, really.
Okay. Okay, so what's Harry and Francesca's?
Harry and Francesca are very interesting. Harry is a Gemini, which is an air sign, and then Francesca is a Scorpio, which is water, which, like, I guess those two could go together, but Scorpios in general, I just feel like are very like standoffish. Like, they don't really let people too close. You know what
They're
I mean?
misunderstood, right?
I guess, like a Scorpion. So just a heads up, guys, like, I'm no expert or anything. I'm just really interested in my own horoscope sign.
See, and I don't really know much about them at all, so.
Yeah, so anything that I know about a sign is something I've researched or just through experiences with people I know and what their signs are. See, that's where
mine will be. It will be me based on people I know who are under that sign.
Exactly. Like, I
have some signs that I just don't like.
Yeah,
because of the people I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gemini kind of like back and forth between two personalities type thing. That's my understanding of
Yes,
it.
you know what? And I've never known if I believe in horoscopes very much at all, but there's some of them that are just a little too close to what they say they are, because that is a thing with Geminis.
Yeah, it
They
really is.
are one person to you and another person to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh. And
You don't like that?
actually, and I know they are, because I can feel it in their eyes
Oh,
when they
can you
talk to
feel
me.
them switch? Can you feel
When they
them like,
talk to me, no, I just know that what they're saying isn't true. I know what
right,
they're saying. They're telling me what I want to hear. I just
right.
know.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Rhonda
Mm-hmm.
was doing that with Sharon because Rhonda is also a Gemini?
No, I don't think that necessarily the two-faced thing is a bad thing. I think some people are a strong person for other people when they need them, and then they're a little weaker when they're on their own. Like
Ooh,
I don't necessarily think it's always bad. I
right.
think she was very mothering and nurturing and stuff like that when she needed to be, and then she was also very strong when she needed to be, like very
Yeah.
vulnerable if she needed, like
And
that kind of back and forth,
right. And Harry
which is a
was
good
kind
thing.
of back and forth between ladies' man, complete gentleman, and a boy's boy. You know what I mean?
Literally, like the voice, he's telling them, "Oh no, it was her. It was
Yeah,
her.
she
She kissed
initiated
me."
it.
But then to her, he's like, he knew it was him, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's exactly what it is. And then, but for some people, it becomes a negative thing, and they're telling you something you want to hear to manipulate you, and they're telling someone else something that they want to hear to manipulate
Hmm
them.
hmm
So that's when I have a problem with Geminis. Not all Geminis, but I know when someone's telling me something just because they want me to think
Yeah. You can tell if it's genuine or
a
not.
certain way. Oh, I can tell because I get the heebie-jeebies. My hair starts to stand up on my
Oh,
arms.
oh my God.
I'm like, oh yeah. I think it's because too. I remember a lot. Like I observe. So like when I'm sitting in a room, or let's say 15 weeks later, they say something contradicting what they told me 15 weeks before to another person. I remember that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying anything, but I'm sitting there being like, the fuck? I
Yeah.
remember you saying the
You're
exact
just
opposite
doing the
thing.
math in your head.
And then I just know, and then I watch out from then on.
Hmm
And then I always keep track of it, and then I'm just like, bye.
That's
I don't associate with
yeah,
that.
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Rhonda and Sharon, they were my favorite couple. But Rhonda, like I said, is Gemini and Sharon is a Taurus,
Mm-hmm.
which my dad's a Taurus, so I like them. They're awesome, very strong, very down to
Stubborn and
earth.
manly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Friendly. Your dad's
Yes.
very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was too. He just had like this guard up on him, like he wanted to not be seen as anything less than a man, kind
Yeah.
of in the way,
I
like
think
his own way of thinking of it,
exactly.
like
Yeah.
that.
I like that
Yeah,
description of them.
kind of. I don't know. I just got that vibe from him that he wanted to be vulnerable, but he just felt like he couldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And then
think a
David
lot of
and
them are like that, a lot of Taurus.
yeah, I don't really know if I know a Taurus
My dad,
besides your dad. I know, but
Ray,
when's your dad's birthday?
Ray is a Taurus.
Okay, yeah, this is all making sense. Like,
So David and Lydia, they're my next favorite couple. Lydia's a
mm-hmm.
Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and then David is an Aries, which is a fire sign as well.
Okay.
So I take my sister Taylor, she's an Aries, so that's you can kind of get where that like
Very
passion and
passionate,
yeah,
yes, intense, but not. It doesn't have to be in a bad way. Like I love your
exactly.
sister.
Yeah.
But when she loves something or she's after something, she's after it.
Oh yeah.
Like
There's
pasta
no
salad, she's she's on it.
okay, side story. Pasta salad mix. My sister couldn't find any in the grocery store, and my family like lives off of this Clubhouse pasta salad mix. That's all
For
we eat
years,
during the
right?
summer. Yes, and my sister and my mom make it the best. They make the double batch and they add just the right amount of vinegar and oil, and it's perfect. You gotta let it sit for a day. It's magical. But they couldn't find any at either store. And my sister texts in our group family chat, and she's like, I'm 98% sure they've discontinued pasta salad mix. And I'm like, please stop. And my mom messages back, please God, no. Please, sweet baby Jesus, no. It was a true, and then I posted on my story, please pray for my family because we're in crisis. But
yeah, hard time. This is a hard time for
we get
everyone.
passionate about stuff, fire signs, and Taylor for sure as an Aries. But I thought David and Lydia made it good.
I think my favorite story for Taylor, who's an Aries for this, is also not a morning person. I feel like I don't know if all Aries are like that, but I remember going to your house to grab something, and she answered the door, and she was like, "Hello," because it was like 9 a.m. She was like making toast. She was like looking at me, squinting, like, "Who are you? I can't see." It's like 9 a.m.
Oh, that's so funny. Fire signs, like fire just feeds off of fire.
I like
right?
Aries, so anyway, I've never had a problem with an Aries.
Yeah, no, me neither. I feel like they're not docile, but like if you push them too much, they'll push back. But and then Tyler, my boyfriend, he's a Sagittarius, so I might be biased in that.
Which is Lydia, right? Sagittarius.
Yeah, Lydia is a Sagittarius.
Yeah. And like, what's a Sagittarius normally?
Well,
like,
they're loyal, sophisticated, independent, and kind. Usually, they're unique or artistic, not really judgmental.
Yeah, I don't know if I know any other Sagittarius besides Tyler.
Yeah, I don't
know
of any.
I've obviously known people. I mean, like, people well enough. I don't know anyone else well enough.
Right. I feel like
his birthday? What month?
December.
Like the beginning of December?
Yeah, December 13th. So now we're moving on to your favorite sign, Alanah. Chloe is a Pisces, which is a water sign.
I don't like Pisces for the most part.
Yeah,
but I love Chloe. Like, so I
know.
There's always people you're gonna like in each sign because a lot of them they have different. They're different amounts of it. Not everyone's a full Pisces.
That's right.
She was a more well-rounded Pisces.
Yeah, I guess so. Corey, I called this. As soon as I seen him talk to the camera the first time, I'm like, this guy's a Leo. And sure enough.
Why? Because his opening line was, I'm here to fuck and I don't care about the rules.
Yeah. Or just the way he was like, I'm the most good looking here type thing. Like he was kind of like, I know Chloe has eyes for me, blah, blah, blah. I could feel the Leo energy off of him.
No, I did too. If anyone in that house were to be a Leo, I would have assumed him as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's only about 3 or 4 signs I 100% know very well. All the rest of them I forget about.
Right.
But Leo, I'm around enough of them that I know.
Yeah, for sure. I feel bad for my dad. He's a Taurus, and when we all lived there in a house with 3 fire signs, an Aries and 2 Leos, so he survived.
That's funny. Oh, your mom's a Leo too?
Yeah. So we're very similar. And then Kel's.
No, I knew he was.
Yeah, you could just tell right off the bat. Kel's and Jesus. So Kel's is a Sagittarius, just like Lydia, and then
I
Jesus
can see
is
that
the
for
only
Kel's.
Aquarius. Oh, me too. I knew he was a fire sign of some sort.
And Jesus is an Aquarius 100%. What independent, intelligent, unique, idealistic is progressive. Like a perfect word for him.
Yeah.
Progressive. Like those are all perfect words for him. And Kel's sophisticated, independent, kind. It's true because he was very sophisticated and independent in the fact of he didn't really mess with any drama.
Yeah.
He is an accountant and he was always trying to keep everyone thinking about the money.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was also very kind. He was never rude to anyone.
Yeah, that's
ever.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like Haley represents the Pisces that you're used to because Haley's sign is also Pisces.
Oh, see what I mean? There's different types.
There's good and bad of each sign.
I feel like it's saying that you could be this, that, or that, or that, or that, right? You don't have all of them sometimes. So right. I feel like some people have more of the bad ones and then some people have more of the good stuff, like the pros. Yes. Like Haley's definitely has all the overly emotional, closed off. She was negative, like self-absorbed, all that stuff. And then Chloe was more of
almost the opposite.
The empathetic, creative. She was what else is there? impressionable.
Yeah, that's right. Like I have all the good qualities of a Leo
Nope.
naturally, but
Stop. That's just a Leo thing to say. That's actually a negative quality to say that. Just kidding. It is.
uh,
Con is like overconfident, and you're like, oh yeah, I have no cons. Which is a
zero.
con.
Oh my God.
Zero.
Leos rule the zodiac signs, so
Do they though?
well, our thing is the
I think
sun.
Capricorns do.
No, no.
Uh, if you YouTube or Google any list of horoscope signs and people's opinions on them from least to best, Leo's always near the bottom, honey.
Never.
Capricorn's always in the top 3 or
That's
4.
because the Capricorn's writing it.
No.
Yes.
You can watch them and they will tell you at the beginning what their sign is.
Interesting.
On most of all of them.
Oh God.
Capricorns are too busy to be doing that shit. We also don't believe in horoscope stuff that much.
That's fair,
We
I
think
guess.
that it's other things. We don't think it's the stars. I'll tell you that much.
Well, after we talk about our horoscopes, I guess we can talk about yours as well.
What are you saying? After we talk about my horoscope, we could talk about yours. Is that what you just said?
No, after we talk about our horoscopes, I want to talk about Whitney Cummings' theory on horoscope.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll come back to that. Okay, so we're going to start with the best sign of the zodiac, which
Capricorn?
is Leo.
Leo?
Naturally.
Leo?
So Leo is my sun sign, and we're going to be looking at sun and moon signs. I'm not an expert.
Can you explain that for everyone and me as well?
I will explain what a sun sign represents. Sun sign represents vitality, so your energy, your sense of individuality, and your outgoing, shining, creative energy. So your sun sign is what everybody else sees. So Leo is represented as masterful. Okay, this is like a brief description of the Leo sun sign. She is masterful. She likes authority. She aspires towards an ideal. She likes to give advice. She is honest, frank, loyal, open, and sincere. Alanah, would you say this describes me?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. You love authority.
I am authority.
You are masterful, as in coach-wise. You love to coach and be in the lead of something, for sure. You aspire towards stuff, of course. You give great advice, yes, in a coaching manner a lot as well. You give good advice too. I just mean that you love to coach things as well. Just I think because of baseball and sports, you've always been good at that. But you do love to give advice. You're honest, yes. Frank, you can be. Only when you're comfortable, though. I don't really think you're frank to people you don't know.
No, I definitely not.
Like at work, you would be because you have to be because of your security. But you would never just be around people you don't really know and be like, by the way, you suck, dick.
Yeah. Depending on the situation and how many whiskeys I've had, maybe.
If you've had a few whiskey sours, maybe. And I'd say you're open, sincere, yes, for sure. I think that you make yourself vulnerable for people, for sure.
Cool.
I think that's all very true.
So I like that kind of just that brief summary, but I did obviously read the other 3 paragraphs about myself and came up with like some pinpoints of what I liked of each of those things. I'm getting all my information from Cafe Astrology as well. It's a website, so
is that reliable?
I think so. So I'm just going to read a few of the little things that they said about a Leo personality sun sign. So unmistakably regal, which means fit for a monarch or magnificent. I think that's 100% me.
I think you like hierarchies. I think you like people being in charge of other people and it going up. I don't think you like an even flat playing field.
No.
I think you like an even playing field. I think you enjoy when there are people in charge of other people.
Yeah, just for order.
Especially for your love of like Vikings and medieval time stuff. That's all that. It's all hierarchies of people being in charge of other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And being told what to do. It's like a system. I think you like that system.
I do. I do.
But I think you also love the fact of being on your complete own and having no one telling you what to do.
Yeah, in some senses, like I do like people and I love the sense of community and stuff like that. But
Like if you could
um,
be the king of a castle, you would.
oh yeah, I want to be a queen so bad.
Oh, so bad. So bad. Well, you should have started dating a British
I should have.
instead of an American. Like you can't get up the system.
I'll make my
Like
own.
I'm like
You're halfway there.
194,000th from the throne.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Some other things that I liked about the Leo was that they describe them as hardworking, intense, and determined, but also can be lazy and relaxed from time to time. The worst things that you can do to a Leo are accusing them of having bad intentions or making them think that you don't appreciate them, which is
I think
completely
those are
true.
very true.
Like I'll do
If I went
anything
up
for
to you right now
anybody.
and said you did that because you didn't care, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or
You'd be
like
so sad.
hold on to
Tell me more.
situations
Tell
and
me.
people for a long time before giving up. That's not me.
Wait, what? Hold on to situations and people? Yeah. No, I can't even talk about this one with
Why?
you
Why?
because we gotta skip it. Nope. It's the truest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. And I can't talk to you about it.
Why?
Because it's your biggest weakness.
I know.
It's okay.
I know it's such
We'll
a
get through it.
problem. Oh my god.
It will. It's fine. But like I've never gone. Every time we go to the party, to the bar, you're like arms around someone else. You're like, I love this guy. This guy's awesome. This girl's awesome. And they're a psychopath. 2 hours later, and I'm
I've
like,
done
I
that
fucking
once.
can't.
I've done that once.
You've done that multiple times.
Oh my god.
Multiple times. This guy's awesome. And then they're fucking fighting someone outside of the bar.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god.
Morgan, you're not allowed to make us new friends.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't have any
No
friends
more.
anymore. Like
You have friends. You
I
just
have my old friends, but
yes, yeah. No new friends.
yes, exactly. So then the last two things that I want to bring up about a Leo sun sign is that they're and I want to hear what you have to think about this as well.
Okay.
First, to blame themselves when something goes wrong, and self-importance at work, usually self-aware, self-conscious, and humble.
Yeah, I think that you do blame yourself for things quite often. You're always like, oh, my bad. Oh, like, whoops. Like you always make, because but at the same time, that's not always good. Like you should always blame yourself for everything.
Right.
Self-importance at work for sure. You always want to kind of move up, and even the job you're in, criminal justice, and like wanting to work in a position of power, right? You're not wanting to be. You want to. That's a different position than normal positions.
Right.
So I think that's all good. I think that's all very accurate.
Yeah, I think most of it's pretty accurate for me.
I hope that you guys kind of get a sense of who we are by this too. This is kind of why we're doing this. Kind of give you a little information about who we are.
Yeah. That's a
in
great
a different
thing
way.
to say. Yeah, exactly. Because like you guys can just hear our voices. Some of you might know who we are outside of this and know what we look like, which might help, or you might know us personally, which will help you to kind of know us through this podcast. But for those of you that have never met us or haven't had the opportunity to have a conversation with us, we're just trying to kind of level the playing field so that you can get to know us and we aren't just that random voice that you hear.
Or we are, who knows?
Yeah, whatever. Like you do you. Okay,
you
so
do you, honey boo boo.
Possible issues with the sun sign of a Leo. I don't think there are any.
This was the nicest thing I've heard you say about yourself. Oh, by the way, just a warning, there are a few issues with the Leo sign.
Never. There's no way. Possible issues are
tell me, I'm excited.
Apparently pride, vanity, arrogance, presumption, and disdain from others. I don't even know.
Presumption is a great one.
I'm not sure what that is.
It means that you presume things. You're like, this person is awesome. And then they're screaming at their roommate outside of the bar.
Well, I should have known she wasn't good because she didn't actually do the naked mile like when we had to. She kept her pants
after
on,
beer
and
pong?
then after we lost horribly at beer pong, she kept her pants on as we ran around the naked mile, which made us have to run another lap, which was unfortunate.
Fuck.
What does disdain from others mean?
Disdain from others? From others or towards others?
From others.
So disdain from others would be people don't really like you.
Oh,
Like people disdain, like they're like, ugh, it's Morgan, ugh.
oh, I've
Right? I
never
think
felt that ever. People love me.
because you're a Leo, and it says right like there that you're vain, so you wouldn't even take the time to think about to actually truly understand what they feel about you. You're just going off of how they react around you.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I'm not saying people don't like you. I've never heard someone say, "Oh, that Morgan chick is fucking awful."
Yeah,
I've never heard anyone say that.
that.
But at the same time, I've never heard someone to my face say, "Oh," or say someone that knows me. Oh, yeah,
Right.
Atlanta girl's fucking awful. But at the same time, I've heard people say, I know people don't like me. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, I guess.
I can tell.
I can't think of anybody that wouldn't like me.
Oh, there we go again. Please comment down below if you don't like Morgan.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Me, please, just let me know.
Oh,
DM
God,
me.
help. All right, so let's jump over to my moon sign, and then we'll talk about your sun sign and moon sign, okay?
I was going to say, when are we getting to me here? It's all about you.
Well, do you want to do your sun sign, and then we'll come back to the moon sign?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. So the moon sign represents the emotional responses and unconscious predestinations and your self-image. So when your sun sign's everything that everybody sees, the moon sign is how you think and how you internalize things and how you emotionally respond to your life.
If you don't understand that still, it took me 2 weeks to realize this. Your sun sign is what people see you as when you're out and about, the way you act, and your moon sign is how you act at home or when you're comfortable alone.
Yeah, it's how you, it represents your emotions, and it shows how you express yourself when you're at home and blah, blah, blah. And comfortable.
At ease, at comfort. Like when you're around people you know.
Yes.
Just to make in case anyone was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard concept to grasp for sure. So my moon sign is Pisces, which I found really interesting because Leo is a fire sign. Pisces is a water sign. It's very opposite. But I do.
Yeah, this means we're not compatible.
Well, it doesn't mean that they're not compatible. It just means that
we're not compatible.
Oh, it's my moon sign though.
Actually, no, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure I am compatible with Pisces. I just think I'm compatible with certain types of Pisces.
That makes sense.
Continue.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the brief description of a moon sign Pisces is imaginative with sharp insights. She is impressionable with an abundant imagination and gentle, warm, humorous, and artistic. Would you say that describes me?
I don't know if you have, I don't know about sharp insights.
I don't know what that fucking means.
Maybe storytelling, sharp insights, you're funny at telling stories. You do get the whole story in, you do tell a good detailed story, but you're not sitting there telling me fun facts about life or things that happened across the world.
I'm not quick. No,
it's not saying you're not quick. You just don't. I'm not saying you're dumb.
I don't pay attention to.
You're just not that. You're not the personality to sit there and memorize things or hear things and just know them about different facts and be quick on it to tell someone.
No.
Or sharp. But you're not. I don't mean you're dumb when I said that.
Okay.
I feel like you're sharp. You're just not sharp with insights. I feel like you're not sitting there rhyming off information.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Because you
just don't work that way.
No, that's not how my brain works.
You internalize things into emotions and stories and feelings. You don't internalize things and then regurgitate it back out like I do when it comes to information.
Exactly.
That's not a good. That's a bad thing at all.
No, it's just the way my brain works.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm impressionable.
I'd say impressionable on other people.
I'm not sure.
Is that what I'm saying? She is impressionable. I feel like
I make an impression.
You're a good role model. Yeah, and you make an impression.
Thanks.
People always think you're funny and stuff too. My aunt and uncle and my mom Wayne and all them, they're always like, "Oh, Morgan, so she's so funny."
Oh God, help.
So you do leave an impression on people.
That's good.
I think that's what it means. Like impressional just means like you're leaving an impression on people, and I think you do.
Right. I think so. Yeah.
Abundant imagination is true. Like you're crazy, and
Yes.
gentle, warm, humorous, artistic. Yeah, like you're great with the graphic designs and stuff. Like you're not like draw a fucking Van Gogh piece
God,
of
no.
art and then cut your ear off.
No.
But you're
no.
you're great with
give me a few more weeks of quarantine, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll be cutting off our ears because we're sick of hearing our voices.
Oh my God. So there's a lot about the Pisces moon sign that I can relate to a lot of this stuff.
Okay, well, I'll be the judge of this.
Okay. So remarkable compassion and love. Known to be dreamy and not always in touch with reality, they make up for this with remarkable intuition. I have a great gut feeling. I always listen to my gut. I think
you have good gut instinct and stuff. And I think that you can be dreamy, like wanting things that you realistically can't have, right. Which I'm like too.
Yes. They easily lose people or lose themselves in other people's suffering, which is empathy, which I definitely have. Empathetic. Yes. In personal relationships, they're giving and yielding, which I think is pretty fair. Like I would do anything for anybody that I loved. Mm-hmm. This one I found very interesting. Love is closely tied in with sexuality, which I don't think I would agree with, really. Just because for the first few years of my adult life, like I didn't attach love with sex at all.
I didn't either because I didn't understand that was a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that it was supposed to go together because I'd never actually like experienced like real love or anything like that. But you've grown to maybe see it like that, or maybe still not.
I guess, yeah. And like it, I don't know, that's a whole other topic, but it opens up a completely different door.
Makes you think.
When you add
you missed a really
sex.
Important one, by the way.
Which one?
They care about others and are easily touched by human suffering. Suckers for sob stories.
Oh, yes.
Suckers. Which means that you will give all your money or believe people who do not believe, like they do not deserve to be believed in.
Yes. Scams. Oh, speaking of scams, scammed. my rug hooking thing that I ordered came in.
It did not.
It did. It came in, but I'm not sure it works.
Oh, geez. I'm just glad it came in. I was worried for you.
Yes, me too. All right. So back to this. Jesus. The last couple things that I found very interesting was instinctively know when they need to recharge. So solitude is important to them, but also they need people. I have found this very interesting because I love being around my people. I love that, but I need a night just to get all my energy back. You know what I mean?
No, that one describes you very well. Like you're able to go on a camping trip by yourself every year for a day or two, completely by yourself, solo camping. But then you also want to be with your family and you're always having family dinner nights and family stuff all the time. So, and friends, you love to go out and be with your friends. So I definitely think I'm the same way. Like I can 100% be on my own for a whole entire week, but I also will then want to be around my family for a little bit and then it'll be back and forth or friends. Exactly. I'm social and I'm independent. Just depends on what's going on. Yeah, I think that's fair for a lot of people. Yeah, no, I think those all kind of describe you pretty well. Obviously, there's going to be some that are more, they show more than others. But yeah, for sure. I think that generally shows who you are, I feel like. Okay, now on to me here. Yeah. And I just want to say for the Capricorn to start off here that 2020 was supposed to be my year. It was called the lucky year for the Capricorn. It says here, unlike in 2019, which was awful, everyone, for me, just so you guys know. the year 2020 will be extraordinary for Capricorns. And here we are all talking about the aspects of their lives. And in 2020, it'll be the best year for Capricorns, full of material and emotional well-being. Okay. In December, it told me to get rid of all the things that made me upset or sad or whatever like that. So I did. I got all ready. I cleansed myself for 2020, knowing it was going to be a fantastic year. And then the fucking pandemic.
But I feel like you
and
can
I don't
still
know if this
have
was
the best
out
year.
of the... Yes, like it's better for sure. And know what? It's only a few months in. I have a lot of hope. But it's just funny. It's telling me here it's going to be the best year of my life. And know what? So far, nothing terrible has happened to me. But this whole situation is kind of shitty. But I just wanted everyone to know that
it told you it was going to be the best year
of my life. Yeah.
It
keeps telling me that the planet Saturn and... Well, I'm governed by the planet Saturn and the Earth. And it is an Earth sign, and I'm an Earth sign, and it's the best thing to happen ever. So it better fucking pick up here.
Oh my God.
Just
What
wanted
was
you
some
guys to know
things that you read about Capricorn that you found interesting or were questioning?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that goes with me. There's a few things I'm like, I don't know, but most things, I am a Capricorn, 100%.
Yes.
I don't know if it's because of my horoscope or if it's just a coincidence. We'll just have to see.
Can I just interject with a small story?
Why?
Because
this is such a Leo thing to
no,
do.
this
You're
is
stealing
a
my Capricorn time.
No, this is about Capricorn.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I was watching a video of Norman Reyes or Reedus. I forget. I don't know his name. He plays Daryl in The Walking Dead. Anyways, he's a Capricorn, and he was on an internet commercial show thing where he answers Google questions about himself. So he had to explain himself as a Capricorn, but he did it in a way that he's like, so Capricorns are this, 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 and this, and I fit into this because I'm this, 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 and this. And I just thought that was such a Capricorn way of explaining himself, because if
would you see me up there doing it the same way?
Exactly. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm a Leo naturally. Like no facts. I'd just be like, yeah, no naturally facts. I'm a Leo. But no, Capricorns and are all about facts. And you've said that a million times too. I do. That's my catchphrase. Yep, I'm a Leo.
But that's how you talk about anything, though. That's why I said you're not sharp with insights, because you're never like this, and this is why this is happening. You're like, this is happening because bad key. Everything's bad. Side story, everyone. Morgan had this beater of a van. I think she still has it.
It's not a van. It's a Dodge Journey, and it's still alive. Thank you.
And there was a malfunction with a dashboard at the front of the van, and I got in one day. I keep calling it a van.
It's not a van. It's an SUV.
And I sit in it, and I look at the front, and I see the words "bad key" blare, like they're like blinking at me. Bad key, bad key. And then I look over to Morgan, and she goes, "Bad key." And then we both start laughing. I'm thinking I'm so confused.
No,
anyways, it got fixed.
Yeah, because there was a recall with the ignition. And whenever I would try to start my vehicle, it would just say bad key and it wouldn't start. So I'd have to wait until it wasn't a bad key anymore, until it behaved.
But now we always say that in bad situations.
Bad key.
In bad situations, or something bad happens, or if something's acting bad, like if my cat will be bad key all the time.
The first time that happened to me, I was on my way up to Kenora last summer, about a year ago today. I had all my stuff like packed in my vehicle. I just stopped at a small city before Kenora to get my groceries and stuff. And I have everything all packed up. I'm all happy, and I go to start the car, and it says bad key, and it won't start. And I'm trying to make it to Kenora before the sun goes down. Oh my God. So I take a Snapchat video with the turtle mouth and the funny voice, and I send it to my family. I'm like, naturally, this is fucked. But it was, I took a deep breath and I started it, and it was great. It finally worked, but it did that to me all summer. It was horrible.
Yeah. At least it's over now. The whole phase of your life is over. Like I'm hoping my 2019 was.
Let's continue with Capricorn.
I'd like to start off with a few memes here.
Memes.
I feel like this really shows. The first one is a scary man in a white mask and a black like cloak. Obviously looks kind of like Scream.
Okay.
And he's running down a hallway, and this person's running, and it's kind of blurry. And it says Capricorn over the person running. And then in the back, it says, let's talk about our feelings on top of the person with the scary mask. True.
Yeah.
That is me. Okay.
Yeah, good luck getting you to feel anything or acknowledge any feeling.
Right. So the other meme is, it says, this is such a Capricorn mood. And then it has this girl, and she's doing like an interview on a reality TV show. You know, when they go in those rooms and they do their interviews?
Yeah.
And it says, I was never a child. As soon as I popped out of my mom, I just was in the now. Which is funny because I was like, that is kind of true.
That's you.
Because I feel like a lot of Capricorns just feel like they've always been more of the adult in every situation, usually.
That's interesting.
This one says, even Jesus is a Capricorn.
Yes, I knew that.
But he wasn't actually born in December, so was he though? Capricorns are apparently ambitious and practical. Tell me how you feel about that.
Yeah. I'd say you're very practical.
Okay.
Ambitious too, yeah.
And are likely to have an excellent sense of social responsibility and humor.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Like, you're fucking hilarious. And then
I'm what?
The social responsibility.
What'd you say, sorry? What'd you say?
Yeah, like, you're fucking hilarious.
Oh, I just wanted to hear you say it again.
Yeah, I figured. Oh my God.
Okay, they also tend to be conscious of social mores and perhaps to the point of overconcern. 100%. I constantly overthink if I should say something or not on this because I don't want to say the unpolitically correct thing.
Yes.
Even though there's some things I want to say and they're not politically correct because it's funny, I won't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Their natural caution allows them to advance slowly and steadily up to the top. I'd say so because even in my first job at McDonald's, I was a manager in what, 2 years, a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and steadily,
I went up real quick.
Yeah, and you got promoted. You didn't have to promote yourself like I did.
Oh no, I was a crew trainer in not even a year.
Yeah,
or maybe a year exactly.
Yeah,
and then I just kept
I didn't even get Employee of the Month until I was almost gone after 6 years. And I got
Employee of the Month my first month there.
No, I had to campaign to get people to think of me because I was a good worker, guys, but I was also stoned half the time, so nobody thought of me for Employee of the Month. I literally go to each manager and say, I want Employee of the Month.
You got it eventually, didn't you?
After 6 years. I was 2 months before I left. And I also had to promote myself to crew trainer. I just stole the hat and wrote my name on the list.
Yes, I remember that.
And then one of our
people thought you were one. It was funny.
No, I was.
And you started training people.
Exactly. Well, my first training shift, I was actually 2 hours late for, but it's fine. That was a common.
And you wonder why they never wanted you to go up.
Well, I never wondered. I knew why. I was not reliable. I was late for probably 80% of my shifts in university.
Yeah, you're not like that now. It was just because you were so young.
Because I was so young and partying, and I would wake up and my phone would be dead.
It didn't help. Dude, I fell asleep at your house. Remember, I was late for one of my manager shifts. I was supposed to work 8 to 4, and we got so drunk the night before I showed up at 9:30.
Oh my God, no, listen.
It happened to me 3 times.
Okay, so small story. I was partying, and we're going to have a whole episode on these stories, so I have so many of them. This one time I wake up, and I turn over to the guy that I'm with, and I say, what time is it? Because my phone was dead. And he's like, you're not going to like it. I was like, what time is it?
He knew.
Yeah.
He
and
fucking
he's like,
knew.
It's 9:30. And I was supposed to work at 7. Okay? My parents are out of town. My sister isn't in town. I have nobody that I can call to get a ride. So I run up from the university, which is up a huge hill and about 5 blocks north of my house. So I run down the hiking trail to my house, throw on my uniform, and run to work. And I walk in, I'm like, hey guys, sorry. They're like, oh, no worries. We knew that you were coming.
Oh, you missed the whole breakfast.
I know, and I got
You missed the whole entire
my
morning.
first training shift, and I get there and my trainee's like, "Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so and so took over." Another person that had just like started.
Was it me working that just said it's fine, or who was
No,
working?
I don't remember who it was, but
Jesus.
oh my God,
That's so funny. No, the same thing happened to me. I woke up and to my mom calling me. It was 9:30. Don't you work? Didn't you work at 7?
Oh my God.
I said, I don't know. Did I?
Oh,
I'm fucking hammered. Still.
oh my God.
Jesus.
So nervous. Like,
yeah, crazy.
I could never even imagine being late now.
No, me neither. Me neither. But
I'm always
when you're
15
18,
minutes early
17,
for a shift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God.
It makes me hate myself when I look back to that.
I don't hate myself because it was a fun time and I got awesome experiences out of it. And I still have no idea how I got good reviews from or references from my McDonald's managers.
It's because we're so young. They know, like we're even though we thought we were older, we were kids. Like we were 17, 18. Like when I look at my cousins who are 18, I still think of them as children. And
They're little
they
babies.
don't think of themselves as that. But they were the same age as me when I was like doing all that stupid shit.
Right.
Okay, we need to get back to me now.
Okay, we weren't done?
Back to my Capricorn reading. I just... Oh, sorry, you weren't finished? No one wants to hear about you. Okay,
God.
the next ones are so true it hurts me. Capricorns represents the accomplishments of the material and the quest for prestige, honor, and success in a public achievement. 100%. I also want an assistant and a Tesla.
Yes, a Tesla and an assistant.
An assistant. And I'll be happy. That's all I want in life. I don't even need a house. I'll just sleep in the Tesla. Or I'll sleep with my assistants.
Oh my God.
So the first requirement to be my assistant, and you need to have a bedroom for me as well. It is also possible that the driving force behind their ambition partially lies in deep-rooted feelings of insecurity. Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard something more true in my life.
That's why it hurts.
That is exactly why I strive for certain things and I want certain things, is because I never had them. So I'm insecure about it. That's fine.
You've accepted it.
I've accepted it. I just don't like it. Okay. Capricorns put themselves under enormous pressure to perform and can feel personally responsible for those around them. 100%.
That's
if I'm at work and no one comes and says hi to me that day, and it might just be because everyone's really busy, I'm like, oh, people don't like me. Something happened.
Oh my God, what did I do?
What did I do? Did something happen?
You did that a lot with
literally
your
just
one relationship.
I thought everything was my fault and I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I didn't know. I didn't understand.
Too young.
Mm-hmm. Now I know. Now I don't think anything's my fault.
Sad. Yeah, no, you've took on my Leo mentality.
Now I'm always like, check yourself. But no, that's how I always was. I'm still like that at work a little bit, like not that bad, but if I do get a little self-conscious about it just because it's newer. Right. So you don't want to step on anyone's toes or anything. But
I feel that for sure.
For sure, my first relationship taught me not to think everything was my fault, because it wasn't.
Because it wasn't.
Capricorns exemplify the values of hard work and accomplishment in the service of the goals of humanity. Sure, why not? What do you think? I don't know.
I think that for sure.
Yeah, okay. And the redemption comes from when they allow the spiritual joy that they feel inside to fully express itself in a graceful acts of loving kindness. That is the least bit of me I've ever heard. Is that me? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I was cringing saying that.
I think that's not aligned with you personally, but maybe other Capricorns, we don't know. Let us know, guys.
Maybe I don't know my redemption because I've never allowed spiritual joy to come inside of me.
Oh my, what the
fully
fuck?
Feel expressed.
You've never felt joy?
I'm disagreeing with this line saying that our redemption comes with allowing spiritual joy and all this stuff, because I'm not a spiritual person, but I do think that our redemption comes when we're finally able to accept the ability to just see the world as it is here, instead of constantly thinking about what it could be and what it might be and all that stuff, because that's always what I do.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
that makes more sense.
I feel like when I can finally, maybe I'm just trying to figure out how else I could read this line. Maybe that's what it kind of means for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a Capricorn thing. We overthink everything. We're thinkers.
Oh, for sure.
Capricorns are always thinking about like everything, and they're always thinking about crazy stuff all the time for the most part. Like that's
Yeah,
why
like
Stephen Hawking is a Capricorn.
really
Yeah,
interesting.
his brain was always going on everything. So was Isaac Newton. Martin Luther King, who was an advocate and was always out there, and he didn't or not, he was out there telling exactly how he felt about everything, and I love him for that.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a difference. That's the thing, though, is I think and I really hope one day that I can be a person that can make an impact and a difference and do something positive for people. My last part, I'm an earth sign. Okay. The earth energy is grounded and heavy, responding to gravity of the physical circumstances and limitations. Okay.
Why are you reading it like
Apparently,
Professor Snape?
because
And
I feel like this is how
limitations.
I feel like this is how you're supposed to read it when you're one with your spirituality.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so Earth people, why the fuck is it saying that? Earth people are in touch with their bodies and the pleasures of the physical world around them. They are givers of form and structure. They are endure. They are self-sufficient in a way that is lighter than fire and air elements are not. Oh, I was reading it like Earth people as in everyone, but it means me, Earth, because my
Yeah,
sign's an
exactly.
Earth.
Oh my god.
I was like, how does this have to do with me?
Oh my god.
Anyway, so by the end of the day, we're outgoing, creative rather than passive, representing self-starters who make their own power known. And because my ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn, it indicates areas where the personality will be restricted by fears and lack of confidence, and also areas which is important to be worked on in this lifetime. Definitely think that I am restricted by fears and lack of confidence for sure.
Yes, for sure.
And yeah, that's
I think that sums you up
all
pretty
I can
well.
stand to talk about myself. I can't talk about myself any longer. Unlike the
Okay.
Leo, just keep going and going. But apparently here, it's telling me that I have a lot of strengths.
Yes.
Patient, economical, serious, confident, humorous, modest. I think those are all good.
Yeah, that's all you.
But my weaknesses, they're all within a category of themselves. They're basically yelling the same words at me here.
Oh, okay.
They're narrow-hearted.
What does that mean?
Narrow-hearted, like my heart isn't open. It's narrow only towards some people and some things. I'm not open-hearted, it's saying.
Okay.
Which is true and not true. I think I'm very open-hearted for most things. But
yeah.
It's fine. Definitely unforgiving could be one, depending. Relentless, harsh, dark, sour. I guess I could be kind of, not really though. And that's fine. I'm not gonna say the rest. They're just mean.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, I think Capricorn really that fits you for sure. I think it's interesting how each one kind of fits each person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the same time, I have like friends who are Capricorns, and I don't know if that fits them. But that's a lie. Like some stuff does. No, it's fine. It does fit them, and just in a different way.
But so Whitney Cummings has this really interesting theory that it's not like the way the stars aligned and everything when you're born. It's about when your birthday is during the most influential time, like when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So the way people react to you and to your birthday and give you attention during that time is kind of how the signs are created, which I can kind of see because Leo's for sure summer, like we got all the attention, all the best parties, pool parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're
naturally
popped out sitting in
me.
a stroller. Yeah, you're popped out put in a stroller, and then you're like being pushed down on a beautiful sunny day. You don't even know what the fuck is going on, but the one thing you do know is that you're being pushed around and they're your peasants. You're the king of this stroller. You're in a fucking stroller. Like, that's the only thing going through your head, which makes you fucking crazy.
And our sun hats are a crown. I'm obsessed with crowns.
You're obsessed with, and then all the families are rushing over to see you because you're so cute and it's warm out and everyone can travel and family functions are more often, so you're around people all the time and you're just like, everyone loves me, everyone praises
barbecues,
me.
Yeah.
And then me, born in the dead of winter, everyone's poor because Christmas and New Year's just happened 5 fucking days ago.
Yep. People
Like,
are
I'm
miserable
literally
because they're giving up
January 5th.
drinking.
Everyone's miserable. No one can come. No one has money. It's freezing out. I can't go outside. I haven't seen the outside or smelled fresh air my whole life for the first 4 months of my whole life. I don't know what fucking air is. That's why I have asthma.
What is air?
I have asthma because I was deprived air. So it's fine.
Not bitter.
Not bitter, but seriously. And then my birthday parties when I'm little, trapped in a fucking house. Trapped, all you and your friends. Hee hee ha ha ha. Punch, punch. You just want to like get mad and throw things because you can't have a nice pool party or summer party like all your other cool friends. Not happy about it.
Oh, I had the best parties as a kid.
And then people collide your gifts together. Here's your birthday and Christmas gift.
Right.
I'm like, pardon?
My birthday is exactly 6 months after Christmas, so it was perfect.
Thanks, Morgan.
I'm just putting in my 2 cents.
I know, I love Whitney. That is her being a thinker. She's sitting there thinking, I don't think this system is how I feel about this. It's something else. And she said it, just like me. But the one thing I know about is that Whitney Cummings is onto something with that horse.
Yes, with the birthday thing.
Yep.
Because that's
She
like
is onto
attention. It's all
something.
about attention, man.
Attention to a lot of things. The heat, just fucking with
The
your
sun.
hormones.
Oh,
The
bless.
sun.
Like, as I feel like I'm not a real person through fall and winter, but as soon as you add sun, I become my full self.
Yeah, I'm just way happier. So, if you could rank your top 2 and your worst 2 horoscopes that you, for people that in your life or that you hate or anything, what would they be?
Top 2, Leo.
You can't fucking say your own.
Why?
Because we
Why
know.
not?
So that will be your one and then name 2 others.
Oh, okay.
I knew you were going to say Leo.
I really like Aries.
Okay.
And like Sagittarius, my fire signs, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my least favorite would probably be Scorpio and Aquarius.
Okay. My top 2 from just what I understand of it all. My top one would be Leo. Not top as number 1, but in my top 2 because 2 of important people in my life are Leos. More than 2. And I won't say Capricorn. I think I like Tauruses too.
Yeah.
And I like Pisces when they're like Chloe.
Yes, when they're better.
I don't know. I can't do this one. I know I said I would, but know what? I'm going to contradict what I said. I'm going to pick my top 2 as Leos and Capricorns.
Awesome.
And my least favorite as Geminis and Scorpios.
Fair. I don't think I've ever met a Scorpio, to be fair. But the only one that I'm going off of right now is Francesca from Too Hot to Handle.
Oh.
Was not
she
a fan.
Wasn't awful. She just wasn't the greatest.
She was awful.
Awful.
No, she was.
No, Haley was awful.
Haley left, so I don't count her.
Yeah, because I called Lana and told her to fucking get rid of her.
You're like, hey, Lana to Lana. Let's get her the
Lana
fuck
to
out.
Lana, get her out of here.
All right. Well, thanks guys so much for listening. I was super excited about this episode. We try really hard to give you guys content that you will enjoy and like to get to know us a little bit better. So if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Message us on Instagram or Twitter. Our Instagram and Twitter handles are both at UMillennials pod. That's it. Like,
yeah, so we're kind of just throwing a bunch of different kind of stuff at you at the beginning too to kind of see what things go better than others.
Yes.
So like if you guys don't like this, we won't do any more of it.
Right.
So
we're just trying to let you know.
But at the same time, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be here listening to us talk right now.
Yeah,
you would have finished maybe 30 minutes ago. But thanks for hanging on.
Yes. So
I hope you learned as much as I did.
Yeah. As always, thanks for listening. Leave us a 5-star rating. Check out our Instagram and Twitter. The handle is at UMillennialsPod. And we also have a YouTube channel. I put blood, sweat, and tears into that. So please go check us out. Just search Unaccompanied Millennials. Please subscribe so you don't miss an episode. We release a new episode every Wednesday. and make sure you guys are staying safe, stay healthy,
and stay connected. Whoop whoop.
bye guys.
Bye.